When you look at Group A on paper, of course, you should expect Ivory Coast and Nigeria to actually get to qualify, in that particular group. No doubt about it. It's going to be a very, very difficult task for the Nigerian Super Eagles and also for Ivory Coast. But I expect both countries to actually make it to the next round. Of course, and again, when you look at Group B, the likes of Cape Verde, Egypt, Ghana in that particular group, and also when you look at Mozambique in that particular group. But on paper, you should expect the most experienced team to actually go through in that particular one. Looking at Egypt, they have won the tournament for 7 times. They are the most successful country in the history of the AFCON tournament. So I expect them, with the likes of Mohamed Salah and Nelly as well, to lead Egypt to a group finish or getting to finish behind Ghana. But on paper at this point in time, Egypt and Ghana should actually get to pull through. We know that Ghana are very, very good at as well. We get to see some of their stars, playing for big clubs in Europe, at the likes of Ayew brothers, at the likes of Williams that get to play for Atletico, Atletico in Spain. So I feel at this point, Egypt and Ghana should actually make the top 2 in that particular group. And when you look at Group C, that has the likes of Cameroon, Gambia, Guinea, and Senegal. You all know defending champions. We should expect the defending champions to come out from that particular group. Senegal and Cameroon, of course. The Cameroon team has been shaky at this point in time, but they had an impressive performance at the World Cup, no doubt about it. So we should see that get to translate in their performance during the group stage of the AFCON. So I reckon that Senegal and Cameroon would surely progress in Group C. And when you look at Group D, that has the likes of Algeria, Angola, Burkina Faso, Mauritius, we should expect a tight group in that particular one, no doubt about it, because Angola, when you look at their pedigree in the African scene, of course, they are no small team. They are very, very big weight when it comes to African football. But I want to say is a tricky one at this point. Burkina Faso also, they are not doing well. They had a quite young talent in their mix and a very, very promising side. So it's going to be between Algeria, Angola, and Burkina Faso. But if I want to choose at this point in time, I would definitely go for Algeria and Angola. You can't really away Angola in this particular group. But when you look at Group E, that has the likes of Mali, Namibia, South Africa, Tunisia. Of course, a very tricky one, you must say. Mali, Namibia, South Africa, Tunisia. At this point, the North Africans should actually make it. But when you look at Tunisia in recent time, they have not been that impressive. So in this particular group, I want to believe that South Africa are well organized. So I want to pick South Africa. Then it's between Tunisia and Mali. But Mali, they are very, very physical side. Of course, I want to throw the zinc to any opponent that they'll be facing in this particular tournament. So, if you want to put Mali and Tunisia at this point, I'll definitely go for Mali because of their physicality. We know that Tunisia is technical side, but in the African scene, you need enough energy for you to power through from the start off at the game and to the end. So I want to choose South Africa and Mali should qualify in Group E. Then when you look at Group F, they had the likes of DR Congo, Morocco, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe. Of course, you should expect, Morocco should make it out of that group. Of course, looking at that exploit at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, we saw how they became the 4th best, team, and most of the players have been invited by the coach. So I feel Morocco will definitely get to make it out of that group. Then it will be between DR Congo and Zimbabwe. Don't push away Tanzania, but I feel they're still a young side that are getting to gain experience when it comes to the African Nations Cup. But I reckon the likes of DR Congo are not doing bad at this point in time. Zambia, the 2012 winners, they have more experience in their side, young squad. But I expect DR Congo and Morocco to definitely get to make it at the end of the group stage. Maybe the likes of Tunisia, the likes of Zambia, the likes of Burkina Faso, the likes of Guinea, and maybe Cape Verde or Equatorial Guinea. One of those teams might actually make it as a top, top four losers, for them to join, the already two winners of the group at during the knockout stages.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wale. Back here to the studio.